What's going on? Actually, a Boongus here, and young Boongus got himself grounded. So this week, for some Guilty Gear content, I'm gonna bring to y'all a special episode of Growing Pains. This is my first experience in a Guilty Gear Plus R tournament. It is a beginner tournament, but this game is hard, and the competition gets very strong, very fast. So I expected my experience to be pretty rough coming in, even though I've been playing this game a little bit. Plus, I've only been playing it like a month. And I do have a job and all those other things. But anyway, no Johns. Our first match is up against Timmy's. He goes as Elpin lead, but he was registered in the tournament as Timmy's. We keep our spacing at first, stay back, feel it out. We're playing a very defensive zoner character. We got our blocks going fairly good. Able to get some offense, get our nukes out. Mix it up a little bit, drop the nuke plan when we have to, and then reset when we have to. The first round, point that I'm making is, the first round, I was feeling like, okay, I know what I'm doing. My game plan and execution is working out pretty well. The second round, however, Timmy's ended up turning up on me a little bit. Now, granted, a lot of this stuff is just mechanical failures on my part. I get a little counter in there, but there's a lot better ways to defend myself against Soul here. I do a decent job of poking them away with the in-air J kicks. But then I also kind of wear it out a little too much, and he finds a way around it. Gets in on me, finishes me off with a command grab, and it's one round apiece. So I come in playing scared. I know what's working, so I bring that kick out in the air a whole bunch. I go for the counter way out of timing. I get the dust in the dash, which is pretty good classic Justice play. So then my opponent goes DP, just stays in my face. I mean, once they find the Grand Viper against me, it's kind of over. Got to work on ways of dealing with that and reacting to it better, obviously. As well as spending my meter. The commentator said while I was doing that match, I could have spent my meter a little better. I think it might have been this match that I should have went for a nuke FRC. I'm trying to say this right. Yeah, no, a nuke FRC. No, still don't have that in the bag yet, It's no Johns at all. I'm just something to work on for the next tournament, which actually I've already registered for in 2 weeks. So shout out to the Plus R Discord, because we're gonna get good at this game, that's for sure. And we're kind of getting steamrolled at this point. I think, we're just going for stuff. Obviously. Their offense and pressure is just too much for us. We're just getting overwhelmed. A couple little combos to show that we, do have a life in us, but we just don't have the correct answers at the correct time. We're flailing in neutral, multi-tapping the same buttons. I mean, it's just not. It's not going our way at this point, and we end up getting dropped down to losers, where I'm not making no Johns. I really ain't. But this first round, I don't know what happened. Well, okay, no, I have multiple explanations for what happened. I just don't want to make any excuses. The fight stick that I was using, I didn't flip a switch on it, and that's not my opponent's fault. However, you'll even see me taunt in this round because I don't realize until I'm in the round there with the taunt that my buttons are not right. But it is what it is. I try to realize it at this point in play, and I'm getting stomped on. It's my fault. It's my fault for multiple reasons, so I'm not going to say that this is why I lost the round. Because even if I would have won this round with the correct button configuration, I could have. It's nobody to blame but myself for having the wrong one. So we do get stomped. I mean, I don't really have much commentary on this. I'm just kind of. I know where my good buttons are, and I don't have the muscle memory on any kind of like good combos. I'm just trying to use like my good buttons. Nukes definitely work out pretty well in this, but the Baiken's able to get around them. And when they don't let me get the nukes up and my buttons are all switched up, I don't have much of a chance. So, like I say, I don't have a lot of commentary on that. I'm just kind of literally poking around with my best pokes. And then after the match, I go and change my buttons. So once I change my buttons, we get back into it. And I'm not at all saying that I would have won in that first one. I'm just saying things get a lot better for me. I'm able to control my character, although I do eat a tatami right off the first couple seconds of the round. Just knowing that when I do something, it's what I intend to do goes a long way. First round, definitely still in the Baiken's favor, but I can start an actual feeling out process of figuring out what to do against them at this point. Get my nukes up. They're able to get around them most of the time, but I do feel like it's my best form of offense. Especially when I have my buttons configured right, I can follow up with jumping punch, or even jumping dash. I always forget the name of that move. I just call it dash. She doesn't have a normal dash. She just has that. It's like Superior or something. All the Guilty Gear old heads are mad at me right now. I promise I have a passionate love for this game, just not a lot of experience with the names. But the point is, I start getting my game plan going a little bit similar to the Soul match, where it starts working a little bit, and I end up getting a round off of them. And that's kind of the two highlights of my first tournament showing, is I take a round off of both of my opponents, but that's about it. You do see me play fairly well in this last round. It's game point. My defense is not totally flaily. I'm getting some damage off, but I kind of already spoiled it, and the video comes to an end right after the match, so I wanted to make the time to say peace and appreciate the support on the videos and stuff. Make sure y'all leave a like and subscribe, and yeah, we're gonna end up not winning from this health lead, which is unfortunate, but it's just our first tournament. Oh, we even burst and still don't get it? Man, we gotta go back in the lab on this replay right here. How we don't get this is crazy. Look at, oh man, you hate to see it, but it'll be next time, and there will definitely be next time in 2 weeks for another tournament. So I hope y'all come and watch again then. That was a terrible outro. Peace.